Hello, it's another week, so another set of pricing. There's going to be some whinging from me as well, I'm afraid, today, but we'll get onto that in a minute. We'll go through all the pricing and then the whinging will start when I talk about last week's pricing and really how that relates to the resellers of Games Workshop products and how they're affected by new products that come out, probably laced with a little bit of their ongoing logistics issues and that kind of thing, but we'll get there in a minute. So we've got 3 new boarding patrols. We've got the Adepta Sororitas. So that one is £85, €110 or $140. Then we've got the Adeptus Custodes. That's £65, €85 or $110. Now, my favourite for this week is between this one and the Thousand Suns. That's at £70, €90 or $115. Moving on to Necromunda, we've got a new book, The Vaults of Temenos. That is at £30, €40 or $50. We've got these awesome Enforcer Sanctioner pattern automata. Those are Forge World products, so no idea what the prices are, but they go on sale on Friday. We've got the Ridge Walkers. Those are £30, €40 or $50. And then we've got the tactic cards and dice. So the dice are £13, €15.75 or $20.50. And then the cards are £12.50, €15, $20. Upgrades, they look amazing, but they are Forge World only, so we don't have any pricing. This Outcast Leader, the Ashwood Stranger, again Forge World, so no pricing. Then we've got a bunch of terrain for Middle Earth. So this one is the Mansion Tower and Ruins. Sorry, they're three separate products, Mansion Tower and Ruins. So this is the tower. That is priced at £40, €55 or $65. The mansion on the left, £50, €65 or $80. It's a terrific piece of terrain. It really, really is, but obviously a little pricey. And then those Gondor ruins, £30, €40 or $50. So we've got some paint sets. So we've got a Battle Ready set that contains 30 different paints. So that's £70, €90 or $115. Then we've got Parade Ready. Again, 30 in here, but it's a little more expensive. £80, €105 or $131. Not much of a saving on these, but yeah, I can't for the life of me work out who's buying them. Black Library, we've got the Vaults of Terror. That's £8.99. It's a paperback. €12.50, $16. So that's all the pricing. Warhammer Plus, what we've got, Battle Report with the Farsight. That will no doubt be boarding actions, yes. And then in the vault, more White Dwarf and the Gathering Storm Companion with Gulliman on the front cover. And then some various stuff for Twitch. Now, so that's great. Nothing terribly exciting this week. I must admit, I do like this Middle-earth terrain set. But yeah, nothing tremendously exciting this week. But I do want to have a little bit of a pop here at Games Workshop. So part of me looking through the pricing for this week, because I missed last week's video, I skipped it for a week. I had some problems I had to deal with, blah, blah, blah. But I was going to go back today and cover that pricing as well. And I'll do that basically as quickly as this. So the Eldarian Necron boarding patrols and the Tower one, they were all £80, €105 or $130. There was another couple of boarding patrols, which was the Grey Knights and the Drukhari. They're £70 $90 or 150, sorry, 90 euros or $115. And then there was a few other little bits and bobs. The Farsight book, £35, 45 euros, $60. Now what I was going to do here was I was going to look at those and I was going to give you some of the element game pricing. So for those of you who don't know, I have an affiliate link down in the comments, down in the description. Basically, if you use that link, I get a very tiny kickback from Element Games, and you get a decent reduction in price, 15 to 20%, something like that. And it all looks great. So I was looking at that. I was going to do a comparison on that today, but when I looked, basically all of the boarding patrol boxes that went on sale on Saturday, they are now all of them unavailable on Element Games. And so what I did is I looked at a few other of the bigger resellers of Game Workshop products, and none of them have got them available as well. The only one that is available is the Grey Knights box, and I don't know how long that will be available for. But basically, Games Workshop are giving these traders such small supply of these products that they can then obviously offer out with a small discount and that kind of thing. But a couple of years ago, what Games Workshop started to do was they started to kind of limit the numbers in terms of the stock that they were sending out to the traders. And now I understand that those stock numbers are so limited that they basically sell out their allocation on the day it goes on sales, or in some cases, they actually put out like a, what's the word? They basically request information from people saying, like, are you likely to pre-order this? If you are, we'll get you in a queuing system, that kind of thing. So a lot of these products, they don't even make it onto these traders' web pages because they're already sold before effectively they go on pre-order. And it's almost like Games Workshop are really throttling the availability for these products. Now, one of the other things that I did look at is I looked on Games Workshop's website, in the UK at least, to see what availability was like there for the likes of boarding actions and that kind of thing. So boarding actions, roughly half the range is available on there, and the rest are done. No reprint expected or reboxing expected for those ones. So it looks as though the boarding actions, when their run of those products are done, they won't be coming back. Now, I don't know if that's a kind of a short-sighted reaction of seeing out the rest of 9th edition, not supporting boarding actions as we go into 10th or anything like that. But yeah, it just seems like, well, for want of a better word, it just feels like a bit of a cash grab. Now, obviously, we all know Games Workshop, and we know that this is the way that they operate. And I suppose, for me personally, as time goes by, I start to feel a little bit more alienated as a customer of theirs, because I buy products, they don't get much support after they come out. They get lots of hype and pomp and all that sort of thing in the weeks coming up to release, and then the second they're released, they are forgotten about. We never read anything about them on the Warhammer community website ever again. And I suppose with last week's introduction or announcement for 10th edition, as excited as I am to be getting a new edition of the game, I just kind of feel like my loyalty as a customer is just being questioned. It's all about what's next and nothing to do with what has already come out. So that's just kind of, it's a bit of a whinge, but it's just kind of how I'm feeling as a Games Workshop fan. A fan of these games, a fan of Warhammer in general and that kind of thing. And I've been thinking about that today, and perhaps let me know in the comments how you feel about that, and how you feel Games Workshop has changed in the last few years specifically, pushing products out without thinking about what happens to them or comes next. I'm pretty sure that once these books of the Arcs of Omens are done, we can forget about boarding actions. I don't see there being much support for them in the next edition, other than to say, yeah, you can still play them. I don't think we'll be getting much more content for them. Again, because those boxes that have been released, they've already been scheduled to delist them, because it just says no longer available online, which means that they just won't be coming back. Otherwise, they would say temporarily unavailable. So yeah, I just thought I'd touch on that. A bit of a kind of sour grapes moment from me. You don't get that many of them. But as I'm going through this lot, it's making me think maybe I should switch to Necromunda. But there seems to be stuff coming out almost every week for Necromunda. It must be mad to try and keep on top of. But I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, my link to Element Games is in the description. So if you want to support the channel, certainly the best way to do that is by using that link. But thank you very much. Have a great day and a great week. And I'll see you very soon. Take care.